people, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm sharing with you a huge meal prep. I'm meal prepping lunches, dinners, freezer meals, breakfast for the week. I have a lot of stuff going on behind me on my island. I literally pulled out everything out of my pantry. It feels like everything out of my fridge. And we need to get started because this is gonna take a couple of hours to get done. So come on, let's go get started. I feel like Eye of the Tiger should be playing right now and we should be all amped up because let's do this. The first thing I'm gonna do is turn my oven on to 450 because we got a lot of stuff to get in here. And the faster we can preheat and the faster we can fill it up, the faster it is to get this job done, okay? Oh yeah, we gotta push start. Also, yes, I did burn my arm, just in case you were wondering. The other thing I wanna do is get some lentils started. So I grabbed my pressure cooker out of the garage. Those take almost an hour, so we're gonna get those going right away for some freezer meals. I always like to remind anyone who's watching my videos, if you don't have a pressure cooker, no big deal. You can make lentils on the stovetop. Anything I make in my pressure cooker can be made on the stovetop. The pressure cooker really is just a great appliance when you're making these really large meal preps, so that way you can utilize a few things off the stovetop. Then I can kind of use my stovetop to like set pans in and out, items that I'm going to make. It kind of just frees up some space for me, but also then I don't have to watch one more thing. It's kind of like you can set it and forget it. So one of the meals I'm making today is roasted potato wedges with roasted broccoli and a really delicious barbecued tofu. Super good. 3 ingredients. You're going to need some coconut aminos, some barbecue sauce, and a stone ground mustard. Now you could definitely use Bragg's aminos on the sauce as well, but I find the coconut aminos goes better because it's a little bit sweeter, so it kind of brings out a good flavor with the barbecue sauce, but you can utilize whatever you would like. I do like to chop my tofu, roast it for about 15 minutes and then add the marinade and then put it back in for an additional 15 minutes, but you can do it any way you'd like. You can also make it extra crispy if you want to add some cornstarch. I find that I like this recipe without cornstarch, but do whatever you like. Okay, so Monday is Valentine's Day. It's 2 days prior to Valentine's Day right now. And for some reason, I thought tomorrow, Sunday, was Valentine's Day. It's not Super Bowl Sunday. Now, I love Valentine's Day. It's my favorite holiday. I don't know why. It has been ever since I was a little girl. And I'm really sad that it's Monday because I won't see my husband at all Monday. It's a super, super busy day. So I decided to do something special within this meal prep because it's Valentine's Day. And I saved one of our Green Chef meals. My husband has no idea I saved it, but I saved it to meal prep so that way we can have our lunch together on Monday. I know that's super cheesy. Yeah, I know I'm cheesy. I'm a hopeless romantic. So I'm gonna make that Green Chef meal as a meal prep, leave a little note with it and pack it for his lunch. And then when he opens his lunch, he'll basically say like, today's Valentine's Day. I thought of you. I want to have lunch together. I know you're having lunch right now. I'm also having lunch right now. And it's like we're having lunch together. And I don't know, but that just makes me so happy. Make sure you check out Green Chef down linked below. I love Green Chef. My husband loves Green Chef. I'll give you some more information about it, but we love it. And he's gonna be so happy to have a Green Chef meal for a special lunch on Valentine's Day. If you've been around my channel for any amount of time, you know Joe and I love our Green Chef meals. We utilize them for date nights mostly, but also for when I just really need something different. And when I mean different, I mean even me, someone who creates recipes, who shares what I eat and how I maintain a plant-based lifestyle. Sometimes I need some inspiration, and that's when Green Chef really comes in clutch for me. It's hard for me to go out to eat, if I'm completely honest, being that I'm now gluten-free and plant-based. There's not a lot of options for me, and we use Green Chef to kind of fill those holes when we just want something different. If you've never heard of Green Chef, they are a certified organic company with a variety of options for all lifestyles, including vegan, gluten-free, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, and so much more. Everything is handpicked and delivered right to your door, so you have the convenience of not having to even go out. It's just dropped off right there, and then all you have to do is chop it and throw it in a pan and eat it. It's amazing. Seriously, it's like DoorDash on steroids. It's so much better. Anyways, Green Chef also has expert chefs that cultivate every single recipe with over 35 choices every single week. And you can pick and choose and be flexible and switch your options if you want to switch lifestyles. It's completely up to you. Green Chef makes cooking so easy with so many options that work around your lifestyle, not the other way around. Go to greenchef.us and use my code runningonplants130 to get $130 off plus free shipping on your first box. Green Chef is always hooking you guys up with the best deals ever, and I can't wait for you guys to try it. Like I said, use it for a special occasion. Use it for when you really just need some inspiration and you're like, oh, I don't want to cook. Trust me, don't go out to eat. Make something in your own home, have it delivered right to your door, and you'll be so excited to put these meals together. They're really simple. They go together in like 30 minutes or less. They're super flavorful. My husband loves them. He would eat a Green Chef meal every single day. That's how much he loves them. Like I said, go to greenchef.us and use my code runningonplants130 to get $130 off plus free shipping on your first box. And oh yeah, if you see any of the vegan meals with the chimichurri sauce, snag that meal. If you ever do a large meal prep, trust me, there's a lot of cleanup involved. If I can encourage you in any sort of way, it's to stop periodically, maybe 2 or 3 times throughout that hour, hour and a half, however long it takes you. This actual meal prep took me 2 hours from start to finish, and that was with filming everything. So like moving my camera, taking pictures. That's a lot of work in itself. So it could definitely have been done in like an hour 15, hour and a half. And I feel like that's pretty good for all the meals that I made. But stop periodically, get a load of dishes done, tidy up a little bit. You're going to be so happy. So when you're done overall with the meal prep, you don't turn around and go, oh my gosh, I have like an hour of dishes ahead of me. Stop and do little things here and there. It's going to make your kitchen so much more organized, and it's going to make you so much happier. Moving right along, this is one of the freezer meals that I decided to make, but I actually ended up making 2 of these. I didn't have enough peaches to make 2 oatmeal bakes, but this recipe is so good. I found it on Pinterest. I'll leave it down below. I didn't have all of the ingredients that the recipe called for, but one of the things that I kind of decided like, oh, let's use this recipe over another is because the recipe person specifically said this is a great freezer meal. So really I just did oats, coconut milk, chia seeds, and baking soda. I think it was baking soda, not baking powder. I don't remember because the recipe's not in front of me. And some frozen peaches, mixed that up, let it sit for about 15 minutes to let the chia seeds kind of bloom. And then I actually made a second one, same exact ingredients, but I didn't have enough peaches, so I did chocolate chips, and I actually think that one's way better. I didn't also have any cinnamon on hand, so definitely add cinnamon. I could have done some brown sugar with this, but once I mixed it up, I was like, it's fine. But this oatmeal bake is so good. You can make this ahead. You could gift this, but I highly recommend giving it a try. Like I said, I made 2 of them, and then with the baking dishes, I was worried it would stick a little bit. So I did use a little bit of avocado spray. That is my personal preference when it comes to baking or cooking, and I need some kind of spray so things don't stick. I did use a little bit of avocado spray at the bottom of my tins, but this is definitely going to be a staple recipe for us. It's so good, and I feel like oatmeal bake just gets better with time. I did pre-bake these. Like I said, the recipe will be down below, and then I popped one in my freezer and one in my fridge so I could enjoy them throughout the week. Hey Google, can you set a timer for 45 minutes?
All right, 45 minutes. Starting now.
I love to be in my kitchen, but when I have really busy weeks, I love to meal prep and I love to spend about 2 hours in my kitchen getting a whole bunch of things done. And that way, during the busy parts of the week, I can pull a meal out of my refrigerator, pop it on a plate, throw it in the microwave, throw it in the air fryer, throw it in the oven, warm it up in any which way, or even just eat it cold because y'all know I'm not picky at all. And I don't have to worry about thinking about meals for a few days. And that is really pleasant. And I think it's why I still continue to be inspired by cooking. Like I don't get tired of it because I can foresee my schedule and go, oh, okay, I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of time cooking now. And then, the rest of the week I can kind of take a couple of days off and then I'll be excited to cook again when I have some time. I do really truly feel like cooking burnout is a real thing. That's why we utilize Green Chef, is because I'm trying to be budget conscious and make meals at home and not go out to eat, especially for gluten purposes. I have a really hard time going out to eat. And I feel so inspired when I have those boxes come to our door. And usually I have them come during a time where I either don't want to cook or I want to make something fun and different and exciting. These meals that I meal prepped were delicious. As you can see, I took the roasted potatoes and I put some Green Goddess seasoning, which you can screenshot that and copy the ingredients in that seasoning if you want to, because I know I have a lot of people that watch my videos that don't have a Trader Joe's near you. So then for another side with that barbecued tofu, I decided to do all veggies. So instead of rice, I did a cauliflower rice and a stir fry veggie, just heated them up with some coconut aminos. I actually got this idea from my friend Lauren over at Louise Lane here on YouTube. She does a meal every single week for like lunch where she just does veggies as a side with a protein. And I thought, that's a really good way because I struggle to get veggies in. I eat so many starches that sometimes I'm like, I don't really want any more vegetables. So I decided to do kind of a stir fry, and instead of a starchy rice, I did cauliflower rice, and it was so delicious. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'm getting a few extra veggies in. Plus, you can always make your own cauliflower rice with just a head of cauliflower if you can find a good one at the store. So here I am with my lentils, and I just did some garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning, and then I added a can of crushed tomatoes, stirred them up. This is a wonderful way to get a lot of protein in because lentils have 13 grams of protein per serving. I did a cup and a half of dry lentils and split it between 2 freezer meals. Now the freezer meals that I'm making for this week, I can either gift or we can use later on in the week if we want to. I did go ahead and plan a dinners video for the week. So I do have a little bit more cooking to do on top of like not cooking, but that's kind of life of a YouTuber. If you understand, you understand. If not, that's okay. But again, I can gift these or I can use them if I decide to omit my plans of making a dinner recipe video. But all I did was boil some shells really quickly, pop them into a pan, and then when it comes to eating these, since they will be frozen, I can take them out in the morning, let them like unthaw in my fridge a little bit, and then pop them in the oven at about 375 degrees for about 30-35 minutes or until they're cooked. So delicious. Also, want to see my most prized possession in my kitchen? These little vintage like coasters. I love them so much. I found them at Goodwill and I know they're highly sought after because I watch the Crazy Lamp Lady and she always finds them and she's so excited. I actually messaged her a couple days ago and was like, look what I found, because I had found something really fun over at Goodwill and she was so excited for me. But I love these little pot holders / coasters so much. Also, since so many people are telling me that meat prices are raising, like someone told me that their meat prices were raising by like 20 some percent, why don't people just use lentils? Like I know that it's an acquired taste, but honestly, like lentils with red sauce and pasta, like it's so much better for you. I just like don't understand why people are still buying meat when it's going up by like 20 or 30%. Anyways, I'll stand off my soapbox for now. But these are great freezer meals. If you would like me to do a full freezer meal video, let me know. I haven't done a gluten-free one yet. I did 2 freezer meal preps over the summer. I can link both of those recipes down in the description box if you like. let me know. I can do a gluten-free one. I have some meal ideas in mind because I would like to do a freezer meal prep so I can gift those meals to those in need. So here are the oat bakes. They are so good. I did pop one in the freezer to have later in the week or, you know, later on in case we don't eat it all right away. And then here is my full meal prep. Not too bad, I don't think, for spending an hour and a half in the kitchen plus filming, so 2 hours total. Pretty happy with all the meals I made today. I feel like this is something that's not shared enough here on YouTube, so I'm gonna share with you a recipe flop that happened within me making this video. I found a recipe on Pinterest. I cannot find the exact recipe. Even when I search, it's like gone. Pretty sure I wrote it down wrong, and I don't tend to pin my recipes. I need to get better at doing that, but this one did not turn out. I missed something in the recipe. I think it would have turned out had I added oats to it, but I didn't. And I feel like this recipe was really popular in like 2016. I saw a ton of YouTubers make these like flourless banana muffins. They didn't work for me, but I wanted to share with you, this is real life. Sometimes things flop, they don't work out. It happens to me too, in case it ever happens to you. So let me just share with you the flopped recipe, and I'm actually gonna type out a recipe in the description box with this recipe in oats, because I'm gonna try it again, and I think it would work if there was oats added. Without them, no, don't even, because now I gotta spend the afternoon cleaning the bottom of my oven. True story, this recipe did not work. I'm sure these are still edible, but as you can see, they like puffed up, almost like a popover and then flattened, so not working out. I should have probably added some oats to those. I knew it was too good to be true. You lied to me, Pinterest, you lied. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you will. It helps me out here on my little channel. Plus, any of the meals that I made today that were my recipes will be typed down in the description box below. Any meals from Pinterest that I was inspired by will be linked down below, so make sure you check them out. But I'll see you very soon in another video. Until then, bye-bye.